Yo, Chicken's Lash, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you. All right, we got our music turned up. I need some coffee. Unto the breach. Good news, Tequila. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? It's because this is a secret hideout. We're not supposed to find it. What's going on, tweener? You're looking at getting back into the game? Do it. The easy answer is yes, do it. How long has it been since you played? I did get Sarah's LD. I had to chase it a bit, but I did get it. My Sarah was already purpled. How you doing, Lelouch? Okay. A welcoming party. You needn't have you needn't have gone to the trouble. For what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Tequila. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lab. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo and apprise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said, worse in fact. Devastation was not my intention. As far as the eye could see, Nerva and the Illyrid, however, were noticeable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it. Transform it into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with a manipulation of aether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, there was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word of exchange between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Good luck, Lelouch. We'll be sure to save some for Urianger, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be wary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryle. We need not all attend. Wow, Y'shtola, just bail on us. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we'll have to speak with Orianger before the meeting. Y'shtola doesn't give a shit. She has her own stuff to do. She's too busy. All right. To Alamigo. Alamigan Quarter, that is not in Roger's Reach. That's in boop, 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 boop. That is in the locks. It's Bay. Yeah, Urion Bay. Morning, Andorina. My new dragon. I know it can fly. I didn't want to. Birthday today? Nice. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm doing MSQ. Rars. Good morning. We just started. My friends, much more have I heard of your trails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. No problem, Rars. I'll only be doing this for a bit, so I'll see you in a few. Oh, thanks for dropping in, Andrina. Enjoy the rest of the B-Day. Well, well, if it is an Elfino and his merry band. Arnvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? Not enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you were well aware. I may remind you that we Elizin are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye. 'Twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moonbrita towered over me nonetheless. Oh! Moon! Arnvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Hey, we'll give you that impression. Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? If Ferdola is going with him, that must mean they changed the summoner quest. My apologies. As Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it.
begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger.
You're in my sights.
To infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war.
You're in my sights.
We may plot our course in full knowledge.
You're in my sights.
I'm sorry. Oh, what did you? Oh, you asked a question earlier. Sorry, Meta. I was reading. What did you just ask me about my HUD or my hotbar? Do you have item and action boxes on? What do you mean? Item and action boxes? Oh, it's the little thing in the corner. No, I have mine turned off. If it's what I'm thinking it is, I have mine turned off. Item boxes, I'm assuming it's the thing in the bottom right corner where it actually shows your inventory, right? In-game voices are a little low. Okay, we'll get through this cutscene and then I'll turn it up in the settings. All right, let's listen.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Telophoroid's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Smart thinking, Tari.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered.
Wouldn't it be funny if I was wearing the Alphino outfit? This is awkward.
But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania.
RFC's called the Cactar Bar.
The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Well, well, well.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
Just look at Fordola. She's just sneering.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
What's up, Ilani? No problem, Meta. I'll get ya. How you doing, Deathwing? Do. There we go. All right, you're set. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down just a hair. We're gonna turn the voices up. Fishing voyages as well, that works. Morning, Gianta. Now that's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldra and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
Morning, Megel. I saw that. I'm excited. I'm real excited to see what kind of Resident Evil stuff they put in. Yeah, of course, Meta. Welcome.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me?
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favor if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
What's going on, Morphine? How you doing?
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Lunar Bahamut.
Bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Nemesis and Jill? I'd be down for that, Pars.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did
did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Oh, the Bonanza.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success
Morning, Scorpio.
in your search for our elusive friend.
Morning,
May
other
we all meet
Scorpio.
again ere long.
The timing. Good morning, Scorpios. Ugh, my allergies are bad this morning. See, that's loud. I can keep cranking up the voice. Either that or turn down the background music. Let's turn down to 70. Here be dragons. So Stinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. I bet you I turned it up for a dungeon. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go to Ishgard. Hello, Tari. Goodbye, Tari. Love the new dungeon. Awesome. Looking forward to it. I should be doing this as a chicken. A purple chicken. Who doesn't love fishing? All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Stinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces. The squares and markers and whatnot, squares and markets and whatnot. You and Tequila can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without a Stinian. Good luck. I think I should begin at Sky Steel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of your friend's return. The congregation, you say? Good morrow to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Amaric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search for him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware that Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Amaric, only to find him absent. In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Thanks, Alec. Enjoy the lurk. Buttspot is out for blood. No, Buttspot is out for butts. Maybe Estinian went to the diadem. Fell off. Good morning, Moxie. How you doing?
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Yeah, maybe he's participating in the new fetes. Can you imagine? All of a sudden, Estinian walks up. He's got the peace lover glam on. What? Let's get this over with. I got to be back in 2 hours.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Well, well, well.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Oh my god.
Quieter though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be
she's
the
gonna kick your
strong,
ass.
silent type?
Oh, she's gonna kick your ass. Here it comes.
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
You know what the best part about this is? The music in the background.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
I can't do this.
Wow! Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Oh, that's too good. Woof.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Estinian! It's been too long.
Oh, they like to have fun. I love it.
No, it's quite
Thank you for the follow.
That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Whew.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
Can you tell?
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time.
Oh, I didn't know Steve got a new outfit. Maybe, if it's one that I like, sure. I'm not afraid to beg her credit.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald. Huh, good luck to them. It hasn't been easy being his sister, I can tell you that.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
No need to. He can jump off himself. How you doing, kittens?
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Hey, I should do some fishing. No, wait. It's been quite some time since I last set foot in Azisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit. Alas not. We had not cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account with your dealings with her. Well then, Tequila is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Ever since the end of the war with the Marasidia, yes. To have been held captive for so long. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragonsong War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. Poor Tiamat. My hatred of your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. And your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Hello, Estinian. Are we gonna G-pose together? I take the pizza. I took the money. Yeah, I gotta go with the money. I want to be like staring off into the distance too. I know. Only I can lift my chin up. There we go. Gonna get the right angle. I can't help it. There. Good enough. Tiamat awaits. This way. Hello, Tiamat. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to the forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
How have you been? Ah, that my sins should be repeated. I sense not the faintest stirring. As to... Oh, she's not done. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. She's so cool. The icon claimed their souls when first he manifested. If robbed of their will, they became tools of the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Yes, the dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There could be no other explanation. Accursed Ascians, vile minions of darkness. Again, you would profane the memory of my beloved. I'd strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stop? Yeah, stoop.
Your children's pain means
I did realize that
nothing to
after I said it.
They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have for me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved. praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence. Well,
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed, ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee, oh my god, he will tell thee the power we of the first brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I had the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes will bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Yeah, you will. While Porxies have been shown to be the effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. If we were to remove her restraints only to find that the process has failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. And before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Tequila here are well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself a prisoner of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we can trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and the hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as Flagship. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it. The Ethereal Chemical Research Facility in particular. ARF! Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Why are you giving me your blood, dude? Which you just happen to be carrying around with you? I suppose that could be seem rather odd. To explain, Rembros Orianger and I are researching the use of spirit vessels and the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posted that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We'll take good care of it. Thanks for your blood. To the flagship then. Nice. Yeah, it's ARF. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in the current state. Our objective in this stage is to simply identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Beep boop. Bzz. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts to retreat at a safe distance. Bzz. Beep boop. There's the Stinian. Yeah, this is MSQ Pluto. As a matter of fact, it is. Her. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Where's the other one? Blip bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon resistance, restraint maintenance due in 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen and release. Alrighty. I'm afraid Stiny and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did. A note which smelled like burnt hair. Yes, chirping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries. Spontaneously, you say? Well, it does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of a spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the note of which Graha spoke. And it was chirping, you say? Very well, let's take a closer look. I forgot that played Terra's theme when you used it. Blip. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanism? Blip bloop. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. Blood! For the blood lily. What's going on, Pharaoh? Good morning. Blip. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Bloop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. You're right, I could use my robot voice. RP. Ruin your immersion. Estinian Wormblood. Very funny. But if that thing speaks my name, I shall see that it never speaks again. Use your own tequila shots in case you've forgotten. Where's my robot voice? Nope. Username changed. Welcome, tequila shots. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Beep boop. Blip bloop. Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. System update? Oh god, it's a Windows update. What do you suppose it's asking of us? Ooh, don't do it. PS4 update. No. I could hazard a guess. Well, it's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Nope. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the I can't. Obsolescence of my own software. I'm sorry. Have you ever heard a robot struggle to read? This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So, can this thing release the restraints or not? What's up, Big Blue? What's up, Kata? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfied. I can't. Oh, what a stupid voice. Okay. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. Nope. I am here to help. Rest assured that this will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. It's so like high pitched, it hurts my ears. How gratifying? But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Clippy. Would you like some help with that? Ah. Oh, great. More robot stuff. What are you looking at, Lightning Sprite? Okay. Look, guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, it's... Ew, where is it? Inside? Oh, it must be. Are you sure? No, that's not where I'm going. Where are you? Are you down below? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Bloop bloop. Warning. Errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update, 5 years, 1 day. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? Bloop. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we paid due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I'm ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there's something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Elegant Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. It was the same in Ishgard, when they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them? But there has been times when you try to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. Or perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. And I hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Yeah, there was no no. Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt with a killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Yeah, some people don't deserve it. Just kill them and be done with it. I don't want to understand Fan Daniel. I just want him like super dead. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we join the others. No. He's not a character I want to understand. He's a character I want dead. We understood Emmett Selk. That was lots. No, not Emmett. He's different. Fan Daniel's just a psycho. And I'm all for it. I don't want a relatable bad guy. I want someone that I can hate and kick his ass and feel good about it. Well, hi, Tiamat. What you doing? No, there really wasn't a satisfying answer there. Stinian told me all as well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you're off talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that her ethereal balance leaned strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of aether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need all the aether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no sign of a fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not believe necessary to defer of his well. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints ethereal dampers. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Wink, wink. Does he criticize you? I figured as much. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shrouded my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten? Of war with men of Alog? Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Tequila, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. So Tiamat, remember that one time? Tell me of your war with the men of Alagan. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures. Not content with their own lands, they brought fire and death to Mericidia, our home. Sorry. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing and searched for a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many, many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlian scholar Rarusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent toward the end of the second astral era. Correctly, if it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. What's up, Michael Stormcloud? Good morning. Again, Angelo. When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. And as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see to the end of the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognized our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. Hey, nice. Which mount did you get? Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alog slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed world of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above, and if treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear when this is over. Keep going, Alizé. The magic is working. Got Ruby? Yo, nice. I gotta relearn Hades too. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I'm doing good, Tonga. How are you? You did buy it? You big spender. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. While I've only got a few more drops of Aether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold on to that. All right, here I go. Got the diamond mount? Hey, nice. GG. What's up, Grindy? How you doing, dude? Boink.
No! I'm almost there! This is it, Angelo!
You and your piggy powers. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
What's up, Cortana? I'll get to Hades eventually. I'll definitely want to do some. Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Her babies! Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one. Poor Mama Dragon.
Alphino's ready. It's time. Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Freedom!
Where's the treasure?
There she is. Bahamut, my beloved. Yeah, no problem, Grindy. For vengeance and atonement I rise. God damn it, Tari. Jump into conclusions.
Gods!
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Sounds like it's going to be dungeon time.
Settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Yeah. Estini's like, see you there, suckers! Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. It would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Funny! I have already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. What's up, Solon? Snowing in April. Aren't you lucky? No more Tiamat. Wow, snowing for you guys too? You must all be on planet Earth. I like how it just took us right back here. Sweet. Since yesterbutt. Now, I know some of you could do with the rest, but I'm sorry to say the Telophori have other plans. Peglathon is already under siege. Thank you for the follow. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive efforts, with Marshal Tarupin at the head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It's good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Almojah. Abandoned them? Do we not profess to be their friends? Hello, Nanamo. Your Grace. Marshal Tarupin has made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Peglathon. That even with our combined strength, we should be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of those omens are grim. Our forces report that despite the proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Almojah show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascians or otherwise. It may be well that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those who have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and to kill any others like him wouldn't have to shudder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe from our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will face rather better, assuming that is you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth soon as you're able. I'll make sure to do some deliver 'em. It's been a busy week. Lots of content. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. Bye, Nanamo, and your funny dress. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of her responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do so as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Orenvald and Verdola are in Peglathon on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed. To the airship, then. The cooler Diluc? Interesting, solid. I haven't watched, I haven't heard any of the real news yet from, I know they had the one event today. I gotta do some catching up. The City Opera Omnia, you play too? I just got her burst the other day. Where am I going? Speak with the Mortal Flames at the the airship landing. Let's see. Are we talking about female cryo? Are we talking Ayaka? Oh. No, not Ayaka. One who hands her great sword. Oh, I don't know who that is yet. Take care, Celeste. Thanks for hanging. All right, back to serious matters. Hey, nice. Those are all good ones. Are you guys just waiting for me? Couple of chickens just hanging out. Look at your new samurai sword. I see you're showing off. I love Furion's one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites in when I got to play Dissidian. He became a favorite of mine just to play. I like how you guys just plan ahead. You know I'm gonna be here. Greetings. We've been expecting you. But say the word and we shall depart for Peglathon at once. I already got a group of 4, Cortana, but I appreciate the offer. I got Max, Grindy, and Tari already coming. What's up, Axel? That wasn't auto-modded, but Butts was. So I know Grindy wants to go healer. I'll go whatever. I'll go DPS or tank. I don't care. One of us has to tank. Grindy can heal. No, you're not going blue mage. Get out of here. You want to tank? We're gonna do the new dungeon, Kira. I already got a full party. But thanks, though. Hades EX? Yeah, I don't have the Hades mount yet either. Yeah, still MSQ not Tari, Rars. We're about to do the dungeon, the new dungeon. Hi, Rars. I don't know how much more story I have, but thanks for checking in. Kraz, what you doing? Thank you for the vibe gifted. Dungeon hype. Ascian vermin, you shall torment my children no longer. Cool. Yo, Frey, a spike. We got Barnsey. I got 1% trophy. Enjoy your gifted subs, courtesy of Kraz. Enjoy their emotes for the next 30 days. Solid. Yeah. Yeah, way to throw some nostalgia at us right now as well. Very smart. Who doesn't love a little nostalgia? All the lizards. Hey, thank you for the follow. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. You haven't done the Realm Reward ones? Really? I have all my Beast Tribe mounts. Oh, yo! That's so cool. Oh, we're fighting a coral? Nice kitty. Feels good to be back on the source. Oh, snap. Oh my god, we're all moving. I'm gonna go. Woo, close one. Oh, I'm dead. Both banner 5-star will have our blue-haired girls that come 2 banners after child banner. What? A Geo character? New? I'm intrigued. New Geo character? Yeah, I expected that to happen. Oh, Zhongli. Oh, you bring it to the tower. Oops. Sorry. I thought it was just a spread mechanic. I was trying to avoid those. Apparently, I'm clueless. What, you think I read the title of the ability that they're casting? You're sorely mistaken. Lightning bolts. I thought it was this mechanic. That's why I was thinking it was this. You still take it at the tower? Oh yeah, you do. Lightning call. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was something else. I put grindy to work. I'm sorry, dude. Thank you. Ooh, look at the treasure chest. Fancy. No, it's fine, Avalia. It's just a dungeon. It's all good.
What took you so long?
Yeah, the lighting in this is really nice.
The amounts are in trouble. Let's split up.
No, the question is, why does Solid Snake sound like a budget Estinian? Answer me that. No, you're fine, Sumi. What's going on, Amric?
Oh, no, you don't.
Heyo. On Sarkatanis? Well, I mean, that's really up to you, right? You can still play with others on your data center, but it depends what you got going on your home server. if there's still value to staying on that particular server, or if you feel like you're better off swapping to something new. It depends if you have friends and FC mates and come on, Tiamat. Hey, Luke. All these aiming pieces. Score. You said it's been a while since you played, haven't you? Did you end up picking it back up? You said you haven't played since what? Heaven's Ward? Oh, I shouldn't have used that. I thought there was more AoE. Or, oh, damn it! I guess I could have used it there. We lion group now. Rude, I was in the middle of my wildfire. Oh no, I gotta stop using flamethrower. I keep thinking I'm gonna be good. Anyway, since you played, you can play with people on the same data center. So you aren't restricted to only playing with people on Sargatanis anymore. That is also something to keep in mind. So now everybody on the same Aether data center can play with each other. Same with Primal, same with Crystal. Also, yes, Crystal is now a thing now. In case you didn't know, there's 3 NA data centers. You're right. Can't go to weddings, though. Welcome back, Meta. Yeah, supposedly in 6.0, we don't know the details or how restricted it's going to be, but they're preparing it so we can actually do cross data center travel and visit, and hopefully proper gameplay with some stuff. So that way people on Primal can play with people on Aether and people with Crystal. That's what's supposed to happen in the expansion. Again, we don't know what the limitations of it are yet. But we're probably going to find out. We'll probably find out next month at the FanFest. They'll probably give us some sort of detail if they have any updates for us on it. That is a really cool area. All the battling down below. It's so pretty. Cool. Hey, Luke. Dragons. Oh, we get to ride one. Holy shit. Cool. Wow. Impressive. And you know what? It's the little things like that, right? It didn't do anything. It just created immersion. Didn't serve any real purpose, but it just looked cool as hell. Yeah, it's been a solid patch so far. 5.5 has done well. Oh, daddy's home. Space Bahamut. That's Stardiver though. Yeah, it's the Bishop music. Oh, where'd you go? All right, we got nails. Bahamut versus Bahamut. Oh God. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I think it's 50. Yeah, 50 should be right. You unlock it in. You unlock it in Old. Oh shit. Twisted Scream. Fun. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Fun dungeon. Very aesthetically pleasing. You did? Hey, congrats on the music. Yeah, with trusts. Nice. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt. Excuse me. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain, as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Maris City hearken to the lies of the Ascians. This I vow. Bye, Tiamat.
Noble warriors.
You take care.
Dragons chose their friends well. Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
We would be proud to call you our allies.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
All these good screenshots.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
It's got good lighting. Of course I'm going to do screenshots. Sometime earlier inside the Palglathon Tower. Uh-oh. That's not a happy face. Ooh, it's all squishy in here.
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Get back!
Uh-oh, we woke him up.
No. What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
Oh, snap. Favorite tequila? I don't know. I need to try some more. I would say one of my favorites that comes to mind, Cabo Wabo, I liked. Mezcal, I don't know if I've had Mezcal. My options for tequila around here are slim. So there's a handful I've tried. Uh-oh. Ooh, the Jaguar. That was the only one I couldn't drink. Yuck. I don't even know what the name of that one was. Yeah, the Jaguar one was gross. I tend to drink golds though. I always favor a gold, like over a silver, like a blanco. I had a Patron. It was Patron Rocca. I tried that one in San Francisco. And that one was really good. But other than that, I'd say that and the Cabo Wabo were like some of the best ones I had. They weren't super potent. They went down smooth. I tried a Don Julio not too long ago, and that was pretty tasty. Even though I'm not a big fan of silver. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we've dealt his schemes telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arenval's safe return. Of course, Azir. It's one of my favorite things to drink. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions. Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistery. Your grace, whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Peglathon, they came upon 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend I believe, has been wounded and has been dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, your grace. Can you tell us aught of Arenval's condition, your grace? The wounded scout? Not save it for his grave. No, wait. Not save that it is grave. The Churgans tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Tequila Astinium, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that relevant people know where to look. Know what to look. Oh my god, I can't read all of a sudden. Know what took place in Peglathon. There we go. English. Englishy speaky difficult. An allergy to agave, really? Come on then. Oh. What about you? What about you, Azure? What's do you have a specific tequila or just a specific type? Drink, cocktail? What do you enjoy? Avocados, really? Yo, what's up, Hydra? How's it going? I always get so lost in here. After 6 years of playing, I still get lost. It's fine. We'll just do this. There it is. Another one come to see me, come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Domeliot is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Domeliot say? Tell me his exact words. Let them do their work. But you're right, forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arnvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen, but now that it has, all we can do is wait.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
I don't have any tequila right now. I do have some whiskey. Have you been here all this time, Fordola?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
Thank you.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Margarita? I love margaritas too. coffee stouts. Yum.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know.
Hell yeah, gaming.
Perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
Dots. Some people just loot the scoop.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Hey, they both got valid points. By the way, Fordola, if you lay a hand on Elfino again, how dare. The only one who gets to shove him around is Alize. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Ahem. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Would the three of you be joining them? Thanks, Azure. I actually won it yesterday. We will. I won it in the new celebration fades on the firmament. It's the love. What's it called? Peace lovers, something gear. It's the hippie gear. Peace bringers. I can't remember what it was called. Just bought the coffer. Most of the stuff's gonna end up being pretty cheap anyways. They were fun to do though. But yeah, I got lucky in my first set. Managed to get it.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Also, I just realized the little Gilgamesh thing has just been floating in the background the whole time in the cutscenes. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna leave it. We've come this far.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that, you have my word.
Nice. You got the stag 3 times. Sweet.
Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Pippin! Aw, no voice lines from Pippin.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
Pippin's time will come.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities. For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak. Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
Oh, excuse me. I can get more coffee.
It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Thanks, Nanamo. Level 5? Excellent. Yeah, we have we do have the XP buff on, do we not right now? Yeah, we do. Enjoy the bonus EXP. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphino. Armvald is in good hands here. What's up, Lamb? Of course. He would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, and we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then I shall let Kryle know what to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It would be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Excuse me. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryle in particular has a few matters she's keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. Come on, Estinian, just join us. If I refuse, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Yo, Kryle's getting us dinner. Just wants to know what you like on your pizza. What quest are you? Yeah, tell me, chap. Kryle's about to order you a pizza. What are we getting?
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Oh.
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within their archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
Kryle, you rascal! What have you been up to?
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh god, I don't remember. Did she speak to us that day in the Crystarium? I actually don't remember. We're gonna go with Dragon Song War.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the first, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Do it.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear.
What's up, Steve?
You bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian.
He's awake.
Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Charlian, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Good luck, Kryl. We're counting on you. Kryl has left the party. Estinian joins the party. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Xenos is going through a midlife crisis and needs to change jobs. Nah.
Well, does this one meet with your approval? Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire,
He's so short.
now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
It's gonna be a mop. Yo.
Well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Yeah, can you imagine he just starts doing the sweeping emote? Ah, yes. Oh, whatever it is, it's sharp. Ding. Oh my. I just want to see him in the background doing this. Ah, yes. This'll do just fine. Meanwhile, well, it looks like I'm going to have a few busy moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, than you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with the primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Don't forget new costumes. Which is where I come in. And gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arenvald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. That's it. We finished the quest with Tataru. Wait, I was helping Tataru with sweeping. Awesome. Cool. Good story. Good patch. Good MSQ. Good dungeon. Good Tiamat. Wonderful.